past. They were drafted together that same year.
2001, baby.
Yeah, there you go. He's still playing. I'm not.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Still two greats here. Tim Hasselbeck here with us. Drew, welcome. Thanks for joining SportsCenter here with us. The last time we saw you on the field, of course, was that heartbreaking loss in Minnesota. And it reminded a lot of fans of that 2006 NFC Championship game when you guys lost to the Bears your first year. And then you went on to win the Super Bowl just a few years later. So here you're at now, starting a new season after a heartbreaking loss again. Do you think this team can put together and do what that team did back in early your career?
Mates that are closer to your son's age, closer to your age. Like, does that change your leadership style? Like, how do you relate? Like, have you thought about that?
Yeah. It's well, listen, and it's
Position, man. Have you been in there saying, like, look, I'm good. Look at my production a year ago. I mean, how have you approached it? Of saying, look, we don't maybe need somebody to replace Mark because you have me.
Some of your stats earlier today, and we're like, he had a good year. No, he actually had a great year, right? So, looking and reflecting back on that, did you expect to have the kind of year that you did?
I mean, I just came in and I worked, you know. That was
Ball well, you were great in the return game.
Yeah.
You know, so for you coming into the season, like, what was the thing that you said, I'm going to get better at this going into year two?
I mean, work harder than I did last year, but we had a great season. We can't let that put a damper on what we accomplished last season. We know what we accomplished, and we know what we're looking forward to, and we know what we're trying to accomplish this year. So, I mean, I guess you could use it as fuel.
Game plan. Mike Zimmer, being the defensive coordinator with the Dallas Cowboys at the time, we used to go into game plans, and years before you had Jerry Rice, and you figured out ways to game plan Jerry. Sometimes you double them, sometimes you figure out other ways, and if you had dominant receiver work, because it never did. And if you see all the highlights of Randy Moss and he's catching touchdowns, half the time there's two guys around him. There's two players around him. He put that arm up. They put the arm up, they're in trouble.
Legit in the huddle, that's what they'd say. So, but to your point, when you say he changed the game, like Tiger Woods changed the game of golf because golf courses had to be longer.
Yep.
Wilt Chamberlain changed the game because the 3-second rule had to come in.
A receiver who played the game who was more feared
Absolutely.
than Randy Moss.
Ask him.
When you were a defensive back, that was the guy, the last guy that you ever wanted to see. And you back over his shoulder, which to me typifies everything that he represented, the threat that he was on the field all the time, how much attention you had to pay, and how much that opened things up. Play with Jason Williams. Yeah. He probably could have made it to the NBA if he wanted to do that. He was that good of an athlete. And there, his pass throwing ability was on display.
That's my favorite part. He's got a Southern accent like I do.
Oh,
so
yeah. You know what?
Southern accent from West Virginia.
We see Randy walking around all the time in the studios and around here in the green room. I still don't like him. so many sleepless nights.